Hello, welcome to my continuing series on how to do research online and how to organize your research paper. Today's segment will be on how to access the research databases that have been provided for you by Tyngsboro High School and how to link your Google Docs account to the databases so that you may save articles to your Google Doc account. So the first thing we have to do is we have to start at my home page, pages.tyngsborops.org/Varnum, which I'm sure you all have as a favorite on your browser. You're going to scroll down to the bottom where it says research, and I have a bunch of links here. And the link we're going to look at today is the one that says THS Research Databases, second from the bottom. So we're going to select that. And it brings us to the Tyngsboro Junior Senior High School databases. We are going to be spending our time in arts and humanities, and the best place to start if you're doing your biography section on your poet is to go to biography and context on the top right. So we're going to click on that, and it brings us to biography and context. Now, you can see up here, just above the search bar, there is a sign in with Google link. You're going to select the sign in with Google link. It is going to bring you to a dialog page. You're going to select your account. So for these purposes, I'm going to choose my Tyngsboro High School account. I am going to put in my password. And it's going to ask for permissions. At some point, it will ask for permissions. I'm signed in Thomas. Okay, and what this is going to allow us to do, I will show you shortly. So let's say that the poet you choose is Wallace Stevens. I'm going to choose Wallace Stevens. Okay, American poet, master of rhyme, etc., etc. So we want to look at his biography, some of his biography. So let's take, let's see what else we got down here. Let's look at this part right here. All right, so here's a biography from the Encyclopedia of World Biography. And it looks like it has a lot of good information. I think this is something I definitely want to save to read later. So you are going to go over here to the right to the tools box, and you're going to select download. And the format option is already defaulted to save to Google Drive because you signed in with your Google Drive. So you are simply going to download that to your Google Drive. And it says, of course, unable to save documents to Google Drive. That could happen. Let's try that again. And we're waiting, and we are waiting. Documents have been sent to Google Drive and will appear shortly. Wonderful. Well, let's check and see how fast they get there. So we go up here and we go to our Google Drive. And if we click on Recent, Wallace Stevens. Here is the article on Wallace Stevens. Now what makes this great is if we look to the bottom of this article, it should have at the very bottom the full source citation right here. So when you are going to create your Works Cited page, all you need to do is copy this and paste it onto your Works Cited page. So once you have done this, once you have downloaded it to your Google Docs, you don't need to go back to the database to find the citation information. One last thing I would suggest you do is you're going to accumulate several articles here as you continue to do your research, is to create a folder to put them all in. So I would go to New Folder and create a folder. We're going to call it Wallace Stevens. Create the folder. And if you look into your drive, all the way down to the bottom, there is a Wallace Stevens folder, and all you're going to do is click and drag, and they will all be placed into the Wallace Stevens folder. And there it is. So every time you download it to Google Drive, after you've done that, you want to click and drag it into the Wallace Stevens folder. And now, whenever you want, without going back to the databases, you can do your research on your topic. And that is all for today's lesson on how to access the databases, how to attach and link your Google Docs account, and then how to download articles to your Google Docs account. Hope this helps. Thank you for listening.